peanut butter, which is no surprise to you, but this is new peanut butter out of the 18 varieties that I've tried, and this is part of my quest for the best nut butters part 2 review, and it's really good. I mean, okay, so why is this good? I'm not a nutritionist, but I mainly just go by taste and what I like and how it tastes good on different things. And it's creamy, but it's also crunchy. And this particular flavor of Bliss Nut Butters, it's also cinnamon. So it has this really strong cinnamony taste along with peanuts. So it tastes really good on a piece of toast. And it's also a small business, so I love small businesses. So this is probably, I would say, taste 8 out of 10, price maybe a 8 out of 10, because for a jar of this it's like $7 or $8, which is not too bad with all these mix-ins and the fact that it's pretty natural. It only has roasted peanut oil, sunflower seed oil, no hydrogenated oils or high fructose corn syrup. So it's really good. If you want to support a small business, get this one. There's also Nut Butter Nation, which is also a small business, but this stuff is not crunchy. It's smooth, and they have 4 different flavors. You can get a sampler pack, but they're really good. This is also cinnamon, but it's got brown sugar in it, so it tastes like super, super good. It's probably about a 9 out of 10 for taste. And for price, it's a little bit more expensive and you get less in the jar. So I would say maybe a 7 out of 10. But for spreading or drizzling, it's wonderful, it's beautiful. Nutso, everyone loves Nutso. But I guess maybe it's just the fact that I'm not a huge sunflower seed butter fan, or there's something in it that didn't quite grab me. It tastes good, but I probably wouldn't buy it all the time because it's not as sweet. It's a little bit more of a savory flavor, savory mixed with sweet, but it's still really good, and I'm sure the nutrition is amazing in it. It's also paleo and it's got chocolate in it. So I'd probably say taste for me about 7 out of 10. Price, well, you know, they have a lot of expensive nuts in here, so probably 7.5 out of 10. It's about $12 if you get this on sale. You'll have to verify that. But it's good, it drizzles well, it's not really chunky, and it's kind of in between creamy and crunchy. So it's not completely smooth, but not completely full of chunks, like Be Happy peanut butter. The next one, this is a totally different kind. Like, you can't really compare this to peanut butter, because it's not peanut butter, it's not almond butter, it's coconut butter. And coconut, it's like a saturated fat, so it hardens at just at room temperature, but it's really unique and it smells really good. If you like coconut, you have to like coconut to like this butter. It's good if you crumble it over your yogurt, or I've heard you can melt it, which does work. Melt it, drizzled over, it makes a nice shell on your ice cream. This has a strong flavor, so if you like a strong, very sweet flavor, then you're gonna like this. So for coconut butters, well, okay, let's be honest. This is the first coconut butter I've tried. So, out of just like breads and nut butters, I'd probably call the taste like a 7.5 out of 10. The price, I mean, coconut's a little bit more expensive, so probably 7 out of 10. And purpose, I mean, you can use this for pretty much anything. It's maybe not as much of a toast spread, but it works good on ice cream or yogurt or something like that. Continued if you're not bored yet. Buff Bake has a great social media game, and so I was like really excited to try Buff Bake. Well, it's good, but I wouldn't say that it's better than the dark chocolate version of Nut Butter Nation, which is called Rainbow Forest Dark Chocolate, and they taste just about the same. The dark chocolate on the Nut Butter Nation one might taste a little bit more chocolatey. This has protein powder in it, but I'd say you could probably just get your protein powder in a big jug, and if you want it in your peanut butter, mix it in. That's just a personal opinion. This is probably only worth buying if you really want your protein powder and your peanut butter. It tastes good, but it's not like really different or really amazing. It's pretty much a standard chocolate peanut butter. So it's good, but it's not out of this world, if you want to use that expression. But it's tasty, and I bought this for my own review, but I received a lot of these. I received this one, and these ones, and some packets of Buff Bake from Buff Bake to review, white chocolate, and a snickerdoodle, but my sister ate that. Oh, and I received this one for review too, as compensation. So, last but not least, sunflower butter. And this stuff is good. I don't know what they do to it. This is the best version of sunflower seed butter that I've ever had. I think it's because they add a little bit of sugar, but it has a really mild flavor, and it's perfect for people who are allergic to all kinds of nuts. You can have sun butter. So taste, you could probably say about a 9 out of 10, I would call sun butter. And price, since it's sun butter and sunflower seeds are not cheap, probably 8 out of 10 is what I would go on this one. So, I mean, that's kind of the rundown of all these wonderful jars that I was blessed with. Okay, so I just have to say that I was blessed with a lot of these jars in exchange for doing a review. I bought Buff Bake. Nut Butter Nation sent me a sampler pack. I bought Nutso when they had a sale. Bliss Nut Butters from Oregon, they sent me a huge package. It was amazing. Coconut Philosophy, they sent me a little jar, of which I was really excited to try. And Sun Butter also sent me a jar, which I hope to make cookies out of later. And Buff Bake sent me their little packets. So I hope that was a blessing to you. And last of all, if you have never tried making your own nut butter, you should. A friend called Rachel from thesimplificlife.blogspot.com made this, and it's really good. So if you haven't tried it, you should try it. It's really fun, and it's really rewarding to be able to eat some peanut butter, if you like peanut butter that you've made. So this is all just a blessing from God, and I wanted to share it with you, and I hope that you find some new favorites.